Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Warframe. Today's weapon is one of my personal favorites, the Supra Vandal, which is a weapon that used to be an event weapon, but now I believe you can farm for it. Uh, I think so, but in case I'm wrong, details about the weapon and the key mods used, as well as where to get it, will be in the description as usual. And a slight disclaimer, my builds are pretty basic. They're simple, but from my experience, they get the job done. So if you disagree with my builds, that's fine. I'm not arguing, I'm just trying to give you insight so that you'll have an idea on what to do. So it's not a perfect build, but it's good enough for me anyway. Okay, so my builds requires 4 Forma. And I know what you're thinking, this is unlocked, but this is the only weapon where I unlocked this slot because I want to test it out, so this is an optional slot. You don't have to do this. It's an optional slot. So moving on to the stats. Accuracy of the weapon is pretty good. Decent. Especially since the weapon is essentially a minigun for lasers, which I love. Critical chance is decent. Very good actually. Critical damage is standard. Fire rate is high, which is expected of a minigun. Magazine is 300, so you don't have to reload all the time. Of course, it's alarming. The reload is a bit slow, but like I said, the large magazine makes up for it. And if you have a good warframe or a good spot to take cover, the reload is not a problem. Status of the weapon is good too. And of course, an auto trigger. And as you can see, the weapon mainly does puncture damage, which is good against the Grineer or any armored unit. So yeah, this weapon is a favorite weapon of mine, and you're about to see why. First off, we'll test it without the mods against one of the toughest enemies in the game. Not the strongest, but just tough. The corrupted heavy gunners, just because of their armor, you see. And of course, level 140, maximum level that I can reach, so here we go. Now, almost immediately you can see some faults for the weapon. Number one, there's a bit of a recoil, but not a huge recoil, but just a bit. Next, the ammo is not so friendly, but you can fix that with Warframe powers or companions that can give you ammunition. It's an easy fix. And next is, as I mentioned, the reload speed. But it's not a problem if you know how to handle it. So first off, we'll start with the standard builds. Standard builds are mods that are easy to acquire and not so expensive to level up. So here we go. First off, we have Serration, which is a mandatory mod for all primaries. You cannot build without this. It gives a weapon 165% damage. Next is Split Chamber, which gives us multi-shot. And, oh, sorry. Malignant Force, just to give us toxin damage and status chance. And Vigilante Armaments, which gives us more multi-shot and a 5% chance to enhance critical hits. So yeah. Next is the Point Strike, critical chance, Vital Sense for critical damage, and High Voltage when combined with this gives you corrosive damage. Corrosive damage is good against armored units, but be careful because if you use this against enemies without armor, you will do less damage. So be warned. Next is this is an optional slot right here. I put rhyme rounds just for extra status, which gives us 84%. You can replace this with, let's say, maybe ammo drum or maybe fast hands for reload speed, but you can also replace it with any of these elemental mods, let's say cryo rounds or maybe infected clip. You can, or Stormbringer, you can replace it. But I personally keep this just for more elemental stuff. So here we go. Sorry, I was rambling. So let's test it out. As you can see, there's two full clips, half of a clip each, which is always good. And I forgot to point out that the projectiles have a travel time. So there's a chance that you could miss the target. But once they touch the target, I can guarantee there will be damage to it. Let me just show you what I mean. Since this is a V, a little mistake of mine, you can, let's see, what can I replace it with? You could put Hunter Munitions, or you could put this mod right here. Now this is a special mod that which can be acquired from Cephalon Suda Syndicate, which gives us more base status chance and entropy. Basically the Syndicate burst that gives you more energy and a magnetic blast to all enemies. So yeah, those are just options. Let's spawn them again. To save time on the video, let's spawn one and make it live. No invincibility, just to show how effective it is. And they're moving because you get bonus damage if they're staying still. So and I forgot to mention, the reason why I also put cold is so that they'll be slowed down, giving you more chance to land some hits on the head. Headshots give bonus damage, so that's always welcome. Next we'll switch to Viral build. Viral build is effective against enemies' health, so all factions, basically. Since the viral damage attacks the health of the enemy. But the most effective is usually the Corpus faction, because they don't have armor, you see. They only have shields. But shields cannot protect them against poison damage. It's ironic. This weapon is made by the Corpus and yet it's good against them too. So yeah. Of course we'll go to live and I don't have to reload. And there we go. I only reloaded now because, well, whatever. And I'm not using my Warframe powers, so keep that in mind. If you combine it with your Warframe abilities, this weapon will destroy a lot of enemies. Believe me, I've seen it. Next is the expensive build. Expensive build is mods that are rare and more expensive to level up. So here we have Vile Acceleration, which gives us more fire rate with a bit of a minus to damage, but that can be compensated with Heavy Caliber, which gives us 165% damage at the cost of accuracy. Does the accuracy loss matter? Let's see. Let me just make it live. A demonstration. Look at that. Just absolutely destroyed. Now you can compensate for the accuracy loss. Like I said, this is why I put the optional slot here. Because I want to test it out and it's my favorite weapon. So here we go. This mod here, it's a recent mod that's being dropped in, well, not dropped, that can be acquired from Nora, the event right now, which gives us 100 accuracy when you're aiming. So it doesn't say right here, but once you aim the weapon, you're guaranteed to cause damage. Okay, for this round, I'm using Warframe powers. Actually, no powers yet. Look at that. It's so good. And if I combine it with Warframe powers, oh my god, it's so good. And if I go to a viral build, I'm very sure you know the results. But just to give you, just to show the results, we'll go with it anyway. Let's see how long this one lasts. Oh, sorry. Okay, despite me missing my shots, it was still an effective kill. So, I believe that would be the best place to end the video. Oh, wait. Before that, actually, if you don't want the accuracy increase, if you don't want this mod, since it's already a V, you can replace it with terminal velocity, which increases the projectile speed, if you want. But I personally want the accuracy mod, since it makes it better, lands headshots better. It would be nice to put this mod, but that's one extra Forma. So I don't want to spend too much, because I'm a cheapskate. Whatever. And with that, that will be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helps as usual. I know I'm not a professional, but it's the best I can do. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And as usual, I'll see you in the next video.